Have you ever been drunk or high and came up with this truly amazing idea but then became sober and realized it wasn't as amazing as you thought it was? If so, what was the idea? To have a fast food spot that sold frozen meals already cooked, like you can order a heated up Hot Pocket, toaster strudel, chicken pot pie, etc. That would be called Applebee's. This is a truth that burns but is still cold on the inside. Whilst high, I came up with the idea of making pens with white ink that would cover up any mistakes on white paper. Realized not only that it had been done already but that I had one in my backpack next to where I keep the pen I used to write down the idea at it, Mr. Word. A food truck specializing in egg rolls the size of burritos. Running for my local school board, I had a lot of issues with the way the education works in our country and believed the best way to fix the system was by running an honest campaign and promising to fight for the change that would help kids learn better. Ultimately, I sobered up and realized at the time, unemployed, stoned 24-year-old with no kids was not the best candidate. One time I woke up in the middle of the night with an idea, a revolutionary idea, something I needed to write down as fast as possible so I wouldn't forget. So I wrote it down and went back to sleep. I woke up, looked at the piece of paper, and all it said was Pens Oil Mini Wheats. I've never quite figured out what I was thinking. I got high one time and thought of a great business idea where everyone pays money to a pot and one person wins it all. Turns out the lottery already exists. Sugar bags, like tea bags but for sugar. Tea and 2 sugars, 1 tea bag, 2 sugar bags. As we were stoned as fuck, my cousin holding up an emptied tea bag filled with sugar and me trying to carefully tie it back up with a piece of cotton, my cousin disappointingly says sugar cubes. King Kong but with a giraffe. They said ideas that aren't still great when you sober up though. A thing you put on the laptop charger thing that gets hot which keeps your cheese dip hot. My friend is a lawyer and when he was in law school did a summer internship to Ghana studying international law. We were like 2 blunts deep and he came up with the brilliant idea to make chairs in Ghana because everyone he saw there was just sitting on the ground. He was convinced we could have made a fortune selling chairs. I had this idea that the Taken films should each focus on a different set of skills. Like Liam Neeson could be an amazing chef in Taken 2, and perhaps a postman in Taken 3. Honestly, this sounds like a much better version of what we got. But I still wanted to involve saving a kidnapped person somehow. X-Acto spoon. It is an X-Acto knife, only a spoon.